Imagine you're walking down a busy London street, maybe on your way to work. Someone bumps into you, apologizes, and you both go on your way. You might feel a tiny sting like a bug bite, but you'd probably just brush it off. For Bulgarian dissident Georgi Markov, that seemingly minor incident on Waterloo Bridge was a death sentence. Delivered by one of the most infamous weapons in espionage history, the poison-tipped umbrella. This is the chilling true story of the umbrella assassination, a tale straight out of a Cold War spy thriller, but terrifyingly real. So who was Georgi Markov, and why was he a target? Markov was a celebrated writer and playwright in his home country of Bulgaria. But as he grew disillusioned with the oppressive communist regime, he defected to the West in 1969. He eventually landed in London, working for the BBC World Service and Radio Free Europe. From this platform, he became one of the most vocal and influential critics of the Bulgarian government and its leader, Georgi Markov. His broadcasts, filled with sharp satire and inside knowledge of the regime's corruption, were wildly popular back in Bulgaria and infuriated the authorities. He had become a major thorn in the side of the Bulgarian secret police, the Državna Sigurnost, or DS, and by extension, their powerful allies, the Soviet KGB. The regime decided that Markov had to be silenced permanently. On September 7, 1978, tyrannically, Markov's 49th birthday, the plan was set in motion. As Markov waited for a bus near Waterloo Bridge, a man accidentally jabbed him in the back of his right thigh with the tip of an umbrella. The man mumbled sorry in a foreign accent and quickly got into a taxi. Markov felt a sharp sting, but thought little of it. He continued to his office at the BBC, but later that evening, he developed a raging fever. He was rushed to the hospital where his condition rapidly deteriorated. His symptoms baffled doctors. He told them about the umbrella incident, but it sounded too bizarre to be taken seriously. 4 days later, Georgi Markov was dead. The mystery deepened during the autopsy. Scotland Yard investigators were determined to find the cause. It was then that they discovered something truly sinister. Lodged deep in the muscle of Markov's thigh was a minuscule metal sphere, pellet just 1.5 millimeters in diameter, smaller than the head of a pin. It was made from a platinum-iridium alloy, a material chosen because the human body wouldn't react to it. Under a microscope, the pellet revealed its diabolical design. It had 2 tiny holes drilled with laser precision, creating a hollow cavity inside. This cavity had been filled with a deadly poison, ricin. Ricin is a highly toxic substance derived from castor beans, and even a minuscule amount can be fatal. There is no known antidote. The genius of the weapon was in its delivery. The umbrella was actually a modified pneumatic gun, capable of silently firing the pellet with enough force to embed it in muscle tissue. The pellet was coated with a special wax designed to melt at body temperature. Once inside Markov's leg, the wax melted, unsealing the holes and allowing the ricin to slowly seep into his bloodstream. This delayed onset of symptoms was crucial. By the time Markov fell seriously ill, the poison had done its work, and it was designed to break down within the body, leaving almost no trace for toxicologists to find. The only clue left behind was the pellet itself, a tiny, silent witness to a state-sponsored murder. The sophistication of the device was a clear calling card. This wasn't the work of a lone operative. It was the product of a well-funded, highly skilled state security agency. If a finger pointed directly at the Bulgarian DSE with the likely assistance and technical expertise of the KGB, who had a long history of developing such exotic assassination tools. In fact, just 10 days before Markov's murder, another Bulgarian defector in Paris survived a nearly identical attack. Despite decades of investigation by British and Bulgarian authorities after the fall of communism, the assassin, codenamed Piccadilly, has never been officially identified or brought to justice. Key suspects were identified, but files disappeared, witnesses were uncooperative, and the trail went cold. The umbrella assassination remains one of the most audacious and chilling acts of the Cold War. It serves as a stark reminder of the extreme lengths authoritarian regimes will go to silence dissent. In the dark, hidden wars fought not on battlefields, but on the busy streets of cities like London. The story of Georgi Markov is more than just a spy tale. It's a testament to the courage of those who speak truth to power and the deadly price they sometimes have to pay. Thanks for watching. If you found this story as fascinating and frightening as I did, make sure to like this video. Subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into history's most compelling mysteries. See you next time.